What's going on, guys? Besides here, and into this video I'm going to be showing you guys what are the best champs in this patch and what you should be playing in this patch in order for you to win and climb faster. So I'm going to analyze every single nerf and buff based on your rank, based on high elo rank, based on every single possibility, every single thing that you should be looking for when you're putting your time into ranked. Remember, what you're seeing right now is a premium personalized coaching session that people book with me. This guy, for example, before getting coaching, he was Platinum 2, and after only 9 days and 2 coaching sessions, he got Diamond 3. Extremely fast. I coach every single role, and I already coached over 3,000 people on every single role. So if you're below master tier and you want to get better 10 times faster and you want to climb like this guy, go ahead and book your own personalized coaching session right now. If this is the first time on my channel, my name is Bizaz and I'm a League of Legends coach. On this channel I will post videos for people that want to improve and get better very fast. So if you want to make sure you don't miss out anything that will happen on this channel, go ahead, like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Before we start the video, if you want a free OPGG review of piece of coaching that is absolutely free, with an OPGG review you can 1. Identify most of your biggest mistakes that hold you back from climbing. 2. What should you do to improve faster? And 3. What are the best champs that you should main in this meta? And more importantly, are the champions that you play good in the meta? Everything for free. What you have to do is right now go ahead on twitch.tv BizazLol, the stream, follow the stream and say hi, I want some help, and you will get it instantly. Enjoy the video. What are you gonna get from this video? You're gonna get a list with champions that are the best in this current patch that you can play as well, whether you are bronze, silver, or maybe you're also diamond, or maybe you are master tier and you wanna see if your champions are good. So let's get started. Patch 13.5 notes. So Yumi's rework is arriving in 13.5 with a few new spells. Some QDF, VFX, and aims to address some core frustration they have plugged, like our feline friend. The biggest change is to her passive. Okay, so let's actually take a look to see what they did to her. So base stats: health grows 84 to 69, interesting. Base mana 400 to 440. Okay, so they make her less squishy, like more squishy, and they give her more mana. So on the passive, feline friendship. New base armor: when Yumi spells or attacks affect champions, she heals herself and charges a heal for her allies. If she attaches within the next 4 seconds, she brings the heal to her ally as well. While attached, this effect automatically occurs. Wait. So when Yumi spells or attacks affect champions, she heals herself and charges a heal for her allies. If she attaches within the next 4 seconds, she brings the heal to her ally as well. Okay, I see. Making friends: while attached, Yumi builds friendship whenever her ally kills enemy champions and minions. Ooh, okay. Each ally has their own unique friendship score. While attached to her best friend, Yumi's abilities gain bonus attacks. Cooldown 20 to 10 seconds. Level 1 to 11. Heal amount 25 to 110. Levels 1 to 18. Pouncing passive: while Yumi's passive is ready, her auto attack at range is increased by 50. Okay, this is the normal. It used to be like this. I see. So while attached, Yumi builds friendship whenever her ally kills enemy champions and minions. Each ally has their own unique friendship score. I see. So you're basically based on like how many kills, how many stacks, I guess, the friendship stacks you have with Yumi, depending on who you stay on, you're gonna get more stats. So okay, I mean, it's wherever. Let's take a look. Yumi, wow, this is actually a big change to Yumi. What the fuck are they doing? Like, this is something that is like, Yumi as a champion, she's so hard to balance. Like, she's so hard to balance. She's just hard to balance. How the fuck can you balance a champion that is untargetable all of the time and that can just be AFK? And I mean, it's just such a hard champion to balance. Okay, so let's see what they're gonna do with this. So Yumi fires a missile that slows the first enemy hit. If cast while attached, Yumi can control the missile for a short period of time. Okay, I see. Best friend bonus: the ability slow will be always empowered, and hitting enemy champions also grant 10 10 on-hit damage to her ally for 5 seconds. Okay, the damage is increased by up to 75% based on her ally's critical strike. That's interesting, so I guess she's good with Sivir. Hey Visas, hey Jan, welcome man, welcome to the stream, buddy. Okay, so cooldown 7.5 to 6.25, mana cost 50 to 75, 60 to 210 damage, slow 20% for 1 second, best friend damage 80 to 310. Ooh, wait, 380? Wait, 80 damage? Holy, this is very good. Projectile missile with 65 to 60. That's very interesting. Hitting an enemy with Yumi's Q now reveals them. Yeah, so she basically has a better passive. He's my OBGG. Okay, that sounds good, Jan. That sounds good. So after I analyze this patch, I will definitely check it out. Okay, so good. So she has some stacks right now, depending on who she's staying on, and based on how many stacks she has. But how does she get the stack though? While attached, Yumi builds friendship whenever her ally kills enemy champions and minions. Oh, and minions. Each ally has their own unique friendship score. While attached to her best friend, Yumi's abilities gain bonus effect. I see. W. Yumi and her attached ally will no longer receive adaptive force bonus stats. Yumi's W no longer counts as a positive boon for summoner Irie. Best friend. Hey VZ, salut power, salut, bine venit. Best friend bonus. Yumi gains an additional 10 to 20 heal and shield power. Okay, and her best friend gains 3 to 11 on hit healing. This affected by Yumi's heal and shield power. And E, which is the most important ability by far, her E, trading heals for shields. Now shield allies is... Wait, really? Okay, interesting. Shield strength, 90 to 110. Bonus movement speed, attack speed bonus. Okay, I see. So the rest are like kind of the same, right? I mean, Yumi is so hard to be balanced. Like, it's just so hard. All of this shit is like them struggling, honestly. They're just testing out things. Like, it's just trial and error at this point. Like, they just don't know what to do. Honestly, I think she should just be reworked. But I guess they wanted to try it one more time before she gets reworked. It's just such a hard champion to balance. I don't know. It's just impossible to balance this. So, the R for 3.5 seconds universe. Okay, so the ulti is the same. For ally champions, the waves heal. Okay, the heal is increased by 130% on her best friend. All excess healing is converted to a shield. Lasts 3 seconds after ability ends. For all enemies, the waves deal damage and apply a stacking slow. Ah, okay, I see. So 110 to 90 to 120 to 100. Magic damage per wave. Slow duration. Okay, so it's a slow. It's not really a root anymore. I mean, honestly, I like this because so many people underestimate the Yumi R, but it's actually so broken in the later stages. If you play Talon, Fizz, Nocturne, and there is an Ezreal that he kites you, and on top of him he also has Yumi with ulti, and she can root you. You're screwed. You're not gonna be able to do shit. So I think that the slow is very, very nice. Okay, so overall, if you're low elo, please don't play Yumi. You will never climb. You will never improve. You will never do anything in your life if you play this champion. She's just AFK champion. You don't learn anything. If you're high elo, I think she's playable. We will have to see honestly in the how this patch is gonna evolve and everything. I think that for high elo, if you pick her in like good situations with Ezreal, with Sivir, with Lucian, maybe it's also decent. I think that she can be fine. Otherwise, I think that she's very, 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 very It's hard for her to be played when like melee supports are so broken, and when you have Lulu into the game that does the same thing like Yumi, or even Soraka is very broken right now, honestly. I don't know if she got changed this patch, but honestly, low elo, don't play Yumi. High elo, pick Yumi when she's good. Otherwise, don't pick Yumi blind or do something stupid like that. Aatrox, what did they do to him? So W, cooldown decreased late, slow now increased with rank, R bonus 80 granted increased later. So W, Infernal Chains, okay, 20 cooldown to 14, 20 cooldown to 12, okay. So he's a bit better in the later stages, and the slow is actually higher as well. And the R gives a little bit more AD. That's fine. They probably, like, Aatrox was so good. The Aatrox was such a good champion, honestly. Aatrox was such a good champion in so many patches, like in the last, I guess, 12 months. They probably nerfed him like last 2 patches too hard. I think last 2, like the the last patch, I think they nerfed him, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they actually hit him too hard. His win rate went down. No one picked him. And now they're trying to like, you know, make him better. I think that's fine. I think he's gonna be playable. If you're low elo, honestly, if you like Aatrox, you can play him. If you don't like Aatrox, just play Shen, just play Olaf, just play Warwick, just play. There are so many better champions on top. Like if you play top, honestly, play Kled, play Olaf, don't play Queen, don't play Maokai, don't play Sejuani, don't play Cho'Gath, don't play Timo, play Shen, is very good champion, play Darius, very good champion. Like you have so many champions that are good. Mordekaiser is really fucking good as well. Hey coach, hey Mel, how are you doing today? Welcome. Like just don't play Urgot, don't play Kayle, don't play these champions. They will not help you learn the game, they will not help you with anything. Aatrox, I think for high elo, he is playable in the matchups where he should be played. Should you blind pick Aatrox? In my opinion, never. Are you low elo and you like Aatrox? Play him. Are you low elo and you're thinking about maining Aatrox? Don't main Aatrox. If you like other champions like I mentioned, just play them. Don't play Aatrox. Okay, Ashe. Okay, Ashe is a cool champion. Nah. For SoloQ, and she's balanced in both AD and support, even across MMRs. However, she's completely ranking Supreme Overlord support picks in pro play right now, and her bar rate is rapidly climbing in SoloQ as well. So here are some nerfs focused on support Ashe with some compensation build. This is absolutely like mana cost 50 to 30. So this is fine for this is bad for like for support. It doesn't matter because you're never using Q on the lane. For AD carry it matters a lot, I think. 30 mana is fine, but only in the lanes where she has Thresh or Blitz, or in the lanes where she can actually use the Q, because in the majority of the cases when you play in high elo, you don't use the Q. You pick Ashe when you have like Senna, you pick Ashe when you have like you pick Ashe with like a range support, like I don't know, with something that is just gonna like poke them, or you know, you play Ashe Caitlyn or Ashe Varus or wherever you want to play on the lane phase. Usually it's not about the Q. Like you're not gonna be able to hit the Q, right? You're not gonna be able to actually walk up on them and just proc your Q so you can hit them. So with Blitz, Thresh, Alistar, it's a buff. With something else, I don't think it matters that much. W, 20 damage to 80 to 10 damage to 70. I mean, this is definitely a bad change. So level 3, you're gonna have 35. So I guess it's like 10 like it's 10 damage at first level, 10 damage at second level, and then 10 damage at third level. So honestly, when you play Ashe, the thing is, when you play Ashe, it's like, I don't think when you play Ashe, you play her because of the damage of the W if you want to nerf her on support. I don't think so. Because it's more about the range, right? And the fact that she can slow you. But honestly, 10 damage is still a lot. So I think it's a huge nerf for support. For high elo. If you're low elo and you play her support, I mean, I think she's still fine. She's not as good as she used to be, but it's still fine. Also, ultimate is like, they increased the ultimate first level cooldown by 20, second level cooldown by 10, and third it's the same. So it's basically for silver, gold, blah blah blah. You're not gonna be able to like ulti so much, but honestly it doesn't matter because the amount of cooldown reduction that you buy on her on support, it's so huge. Like Kindle Gem, you're buying what? You're buying cooldown reduction boots every single case. I think that she's just like, I think she's gonna, like, if you're low elo, play her, keep playing her. This doesn't influence her that much. It influences her, but not to a point where she's garbage. If you're high elo, still pick Ashe. Maybe not first pick, even though she's fine. Blind pick still. I think that if you're good on Ashe, like I played I think 1 or 2 days ago Master 100 LP West. I got 200 LP, almost super close to 200 LP. Mainly playing Ashe. Like I win every game. Like, it doesn't matter the nerfs. If you know how to play Ashe, you hit your ultimates, you take good trades in the lane, you know when to ulti, she's still fine. Low elo, keep playing Ashe. High elo, keep playing Ashe. She's also decent on AD carry. Yeah, if you're first time, don't play her because she's not good anymore for first timers. Okay, so Aurelion Sol, the one that we all love. Aurelion Sol made quite the impact with this CGU, and we're glad that so many of you have been excited to try him out. While he's sitting at a relatively healthy spot in higher level play, his performance at lower skill levels is a bit too powerful. These nerfs should help curb his power just a bit to help address the skill skew. Okay, health growth gone to 95, so it's more punishable in the early stage. Armor growth 4.6 to 4.3, so he is definitely more punishable in the laning phase. And then burst proc damage 20 to 40. What did they change? They changed the percentage of AP that you're gonna get on the Q, which is fine. I think this is actually a good change. I think it's fine. I mean, honestly, I think for high elo, it's really, really good. It's gonna be more punishable. If I play LeBlanc, if I play Zed, if I play Fizz, if I play Yone, like all of those good matchups for like against Aurelion Sol, I'm gonna be able to punish him more often, which is always welcome. So I think this is a very good thing for high elo. If you're low elo and play Aurelion Sol, this doesn't do anything to you. Like it just still just play him. It doesn't matter. Play him. I think Aurelion Sol is a nice champion. If you like him, play him. If you don't like him, you have so many better options on mid lane. If you wanna climb, if you wanna improve. For example, I think Annie is very good. Ziggs is very good. Don't play Anivia, don't play Kenan, don't play Rumble, don't play Siege, don't play Pantheon. Swain is really good. Vex is really good as well. I think Tristana is really good only if you know how to play it. Talon is also fine. Talia is fine if you have the mechanics, but she's okay. Don't play Kiana, don't play Zoe if you're low elo. Don't play Aurelion Sol in my opinion. He's not bad, but the champions that I just mentioned are just much better. So yeah. Azirovic. Azirovic. What did they do to him though? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What did they do to this guy? Azir is a pretty nifty champion and is exciting to watch. However, the vast majority of players, even in Challenger, don't find appropriate success with him. Here's the rationale behind these changes. First, weaken his early game and give him compensation in the late game. Second, push him away from early Q poke and awkward shoulder spam and raise his overall DPS otherwise. Third, update his base stats to bring back Nashor Tooth as a viable option. Fourth, buff tools that especially help fledgling Azir players more auto attack damage in case his aren't in range, and a stronger passive turret. I really love this. Everything that they say is good, is valid. It's annoying to play against an Azir on the lane. He keeps spamming WQ for like 110 mana, which is not balanced with mana flow, bend and biscuits. Second of all, the fact that he can play without Nashor Tooth is not good. He was designed to build Nashor Tooth, so they're gonna bring that up as well. Third of all, his late game is fine, but I think that it can be better, because when you play Azir, if you pick him in properly, you're mainly picking him because of the utility that you're playing and the fact that he can. You're picking him for his ulti. You're picking him for his reliability. You're picking him for his safeness. You're picking him for his safe laning phase. You're picking him because he has no bad matchups. You're picking him because he has good setup. So this is why you're picking competitive Azir. Okay, if you're bronze, silver, gold, you should, in my opinion, quit Azir. Okay, if you're main Azir, okay, keep playing him, whatever. But if you're thinking about maining a champion, Azir is not for beginners. He's a very difficult champion, and I do not recommend you if you're below Platinum 1 and you play Azir. It's probably bad for you. Of course, these are exceptions as well. I demoted to Diamond 1, unlucky. Nah, Branet, come on, no. When I was playing so playing on the dedicated, but the Jinx buffs will keep me on tricking. Nah, man, like, you have to play Jinx, like, come on. Play Jinx, brother. Like, Jinx is so fucking good right now. She's one of the best champs right now. What's the win rate of Jinx right now? Like, Jinx is one of the best champs. 50, like, Jinx is such a good champ. Jinx is such a good champ. Like, she's sitting with Twitch, but she's actually so good. She's very good. She's very, very good. Okay, so base health 622 to 550. Armor growth 4.2 to 5. Base mana 380 to 320. Okay, mana growth. Wait, mana growth more. He's more squishy. He has less mana. Attack damage growth 23.5. Okay. Passive duration 30 seconds. Damage 150 plus 4 per minute. 230 plus 410. Okay, I like it. Bonus damage to champions. They don't do bonus damage to champions. I see. I think this is a nice change for Azir. It's gonna make him more balanced, I think. People are gonna play him more often. What did they do to his Q? To 70, 150, they put 60 damage to 140. To the ability that you max first, right? You max QWE, I think you max, right? Yeah, I think you max QWE, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So, level 3, you're gonna have 90 damage. Well, you're gonna have 10 damage deduced. But you're gonna get the percentage AP. I mean, this is really nice, but the mana cost is huge. Like, getting 10 mana, it was 55 and now it's gonna be 65. So WQ is what? 105 mana? Because W is 40 seconds from what I know. Okay, so what do they do to the W? Slower shoulders, 15 to 55 to 50 Okay, so this is like passive attack speed. So he's gonna get 50. Okay, additional magic damage. Okay, so he's not gonna get that attack speed anymore. I see. Total magic damage 50 to 150 to 50 to 200. 50 to 150 to 50 to 200. I see. 3 notes of party bonus attack speed granted while Azir has 3 soldiers spawned has been removed. Ah, I see. And the E is gonna get less AP and the same damage. Yeah, I think it's fine. Again, if you're Azir and you're low elo, I think you shouldn't play him unless you like it's your favorite champion and you really want to. If you're low elo and you want to choose a main, you should probably avoid Azir. If you're high elo, I think you should start playing Azir. We will have to see how these changes are going to affect him, but from as far as I'm concerned, I think he's fine. I think he's a fine champion, and I think that he's going to be better than he was. And right now he's sitting on what? Azir is sitting on 42% winning, so absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. The thing is, it's very hard to say if a champion is good or not, like Azir or Ryze, because they are just, it's so hard to like put random players playing them. So yeah, I don't know how this change is going to affect him. He's on a really bad win rate, but I think that as more people are going to play him, he's going to be still niche champion that only players that are one-trick ponies will play him. Other than that, I don't think that's gonna really put him into the meta. I think he's gonna be decent playable. Okay, so Caitlyn nerf, base armor 28 to 27, base attack damage 62 to 60. Okay, this is actually, so the armor is, I mean, okay, it is, you can feel it, it's 1 armor, sure, but you can feel it. Against like Thresh, Draven, against like, she's gonna be more punishable in the side of laning phase. Also Ashe is gonna, like, I guess Ashe also got nerfs, so Jinx got buffed, so Jinx is really good into Caitlyn. So as like from what I know, I think that this champion is going to be worse, because you put Jinx into a state where she's like so fucking good. Like you put Jinx where she's so fucking good, and then Jinx is also a counter to this champ, right? Jinx is just a counter to this champ. So if Jinx is a counter to this champ and you nerf Caitlyn, you automatically nerf Caitlyn even more because you buff Jinx. But honestly, like, okay, this change is, I mean, to AD, like base AD, this is big. This is big because you're gonna have range, you're gonna hit, but you're not gonna hit, it's not gonna hurt anymore that much. It's 2 damage, but I think it can actually make a pretty big difference. So honestly, I think this is very, very nice, and I think she's still gonna be meta. She's still gonna be good. It won't change anything, but she's gonna be more balanced, because last patch, when you play Draven or Caitlyn, they were like really fucking good. You can pick Draven or Caitlyn in absolutely every single case. Every single case you can pick these champs. Now what's gonna end up happening is that I think she's gonna be meta. She's gonna be fine, but she's not gonna be OP. Yes, it's still blind pickable. Yes, they will still ban it if they play against Gumayushi, but I think she's more balanced. I like this. I like this a lot. So low elo, keep playing Caitlyn. She's an amazing champ. High elo, keep playing Caitlyn when she's good in the draft, and she's most likely good in the draft most of the cases. Okay, Fizake, WC Stone Trident. Okay, so mana restore 20 to 52 to 30 to 70. Okay, so they buff Fizz and E-Play Restrictor 70 to 270 to 80 to 280. Okay, and mana cost. Ooh, this is huge. This is huge. 75 mana level 1. This is huge. 15 mana. So usually the problem with Fizz is that he usually got poked so much like early on, and then later on he didn't have enough damage to like one-shot a target, especially because like there are so many like enchanters like Lulu, Janna that like counter him. But honestly, right now that you can like spam E on the lane so much, honestly, like when you used to play against like hard matchups, Akali, Sylas, I guess is hard matchup for Fizz, like stuff like that, I think that you needed your E because you just wanted to trade back and just run away with your E. And now the fact that they put more mana on it, and they also put the mana restore right here to 30, which is very, very nice. So this means that usually against hard matchups, as far as I know, Fizz max can also max W. And if you have 75, you have less mana on your E, and you have more mana restored on your W, you're getting so much mana on the lane, even in bad matchups. So I think Fizz is actually gonna be very good. If you're good on Fizz and you're low elo, you should absolutely play him. He was good back then as well. He's still good, so you should play Fizz 100%. If you're high elo, you can give it a try to Fizz. I think he's a fine champion. For solo queue, okay, competitive maybe not, but for solo queue I think he's fine. I honestly think that is also gonna be played in competitive. Maybe by really good players. I don't know who can really pull up the Fizz, maybe Cavs, I don't know. But honestly, I think it's fine because the meta on mid lane is what? Azir can't be mid lane meta right now. Syndra, I mean Fizz is fine into Syndra. What else it can be meta right now on mid lane? Like I think Fizz for solo queue, both high elo and low elo, if you pick him, like low elo you can pick him every game almost. High elo you can't pick him every game, but if you pick him in the situations where you should pick him, he's fine. He's just a fine champion, right? So there is that. Yeah, also like I think, did Victor got nerfed last patch? I think so. He got nerfed last patch from what I know. So it's also buff for freeze because Victor is a counter to Fizz, honestly. Okay, GP. Let's see. So GP, passive damage decreased. E now shows all players how many kegs Gangplank has. Keg recharge rate increased. So passive, trial by fire. 55 to 310 to 50 to 250. Okay, God bless they nerfed this shit. Like this, like GP was like so fucking broken. And now they also put, wow, this is huge. This is huge. The E keg recharge rate 18 to 14 seconds to 18 seconds at all ranks. Wow, this is so huge, man, because I think that GP was so good last patches because you still kill him in the lane and he can still be useful. He still has ulti to kill your bot lane, he still has ulti to kill your mid lane, he still can do whatever he wants to do in the game. Even if he's gonna die in the lane and gonna lose almost every single matchup in the game, he's still gonna be useful. And then once he's getting to 2 items, he's gonna outscale you so hard that he's gonna be like 1-5 and he's still gonna do a whole lot of damage. But the problem is that now it's 18 seconds on his E. So what this is gonna make GP, you should pick him only when GP is good in the draft. Because if you pick him like every game, not like blind pick, like some SoloQ players do, I think you're gonna hard lose. So this is good for high elo. For low elo, I don't think you should play GP ever. Only like if you really like him, sure, you can play him. I'm not telling you to not. But if you wanna improve and climb, you should play other champions that I mentioned that are better on the top lane, for example. Like Shen, for example, I recommend him a lot. But I like this. It's more balanced right now, 100%. And Jinxovich. Okay, Jinx base attack speed growth 1% 1.36. This is huge. This is huge. So let's say at level 10, she's getting basically 13. She's getting level dagger at level 10. But honestly, I think this is actually very good. Then you also have the W, which was 50 mana. So it's so low mana anyways. It was low mana. Like Jinx, I don't think she has problems with mana. I don't think you play Jinx and you're like, fuck man, if I had this 10 more mana, I'm gonna get a kill. But honestly, like the fact that she has less mana on an ability that she doesn't max on the W because she's gonna even more slow. This is actually really huge. This can also matter in late game. Like in the lane, if you play with Thresh, Blitz, Alistar, stuff like that, maybe Diwana, it will matter the fact that you can spam more Ws and more E's because now like you're gonna get more mana. Yo, what's up, yo man? How are you doing, man? How are you doing, man? My Aphelios main, how are you doing, man? Do you still play the carry, main? Do you still play the carry? Okay, so slow 30 to 70, 40 to 80. Yeah, I think she's just broken. I think she's just broken. Jinx is just so fucking good. Broken. Are you low elo? Play Jinx. Are you high elo? Play Jinx. Do you play League of Legends? Play Jinx. Do you play the carry? Play Jinx. Do you play top? Play Jinx. Do you play the carry? Do you play mid? Do you play jungle? Play Jinx. Sadly, I took a break and focused on school. Ah, okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Oh, yeah, I know you took a break. You told me, man. I remember. Okay, yeah, I think Jinx is very good. Jinx is very good. Like, you should main Jinx, honestly. She's so good. But I played some support and it was... But no, oh, nice. I reset meta, so now I'm only playing AD carry. I find fine. Okay, that sounds good, man. That sounds good. I'm happy to hear that, brother. Okay, so... What do we have right here? What do we have right here? And look my PGG when you can. I am coming back strong. Nice. Ooh. You can send me maybe after I finish this patch now. You can send me your PGG and I would gladly look at it. Okay, Cannon. Let's see. Cannon has been lacking an excited mage feeling for a while now. Additionally, his farming, especially under tower, makes the champion difficult for players to pick up and find success. We also wanted to give Cannon players a range indicator on W to help clarify the range and at which Cannon can hit enemy champions when they are marked, which should be especially useful when fighting near minions. I see. So Q right now is what? You basically have less cooldown. Magic damage is also a bit increased at point 2 is increased with 5 damage, and at point 3 with 10 damage. I really like this because usually Cannon wasn't weak in the laning phase, especially when she played against melee champions. She can just spam Qs a lot and she can poke you, especially when you get Irie. So I don't think the Q should be buffed more. I really love what Riot does and I really love how they do patch notes. It just feels like it's so much better than it used to be, and I feel like they're actually doing a great job. They're hitting exactly where they should hit. They're going very precise on these nerfs, and I really like this. And it feels like they know. Look, like they didn't really buff the first part of the Q because they know that Cannon starts Q, she goes Irie sometimes in some matchups, she goes Doran's Blade or wherever she goes, and she's gonna poke you. So if you play top lane and you get bullied, I think it's very smart that they just buffed the third point to 10 damage and like later on with more than other than buffing every single point. So they're doing a great job, honestly. Okay, W, Electrical Surge. A range indicator will be visible to Cannon when an enemy champion becomes marked. Okay, damage to minions modifier 50% to 65%. Okay, that's fine. I think that's fine. You can push the wave faster, right? So it's pretty good. Wait, what did they do to LeBlanc? LeBlanc is always struggling with the balancing act between clearing waves and assassination power. In SoloQ, she boasts one of the highest average kills, but also has some of the lowest average minion skill. That means that players that can perfectly last hit with auto attacks and save their W for trading get a much larger jump in power compared to other champions. This has resulted in LeBlanc being, well, not the strongest champion, while aiming to smooth out her power curve so that if LeBlanc players want to guarantee some last hits, they're sacrificing a small cooldown without completely losing. Okay, this is very good. You want Cannon ready to get it back? Hahaha. Okay, Let's see. So Q, killing an unit with either part of Sigil of Malice restores 100% of the mana cost and 30% of the spell's remaining cooldown. That's actually pretty nice. And you also do more damage on the minions. That honestly, that is really nice. That is really nice. That is really nice. So, and the R mimic Sigil of R Q will now mimic the bonus damage to minions of the original ability. I see. So this is nice. I think that if you, if you main Elise, if you main LeBlanc, you will like this. Yeah, you'll like this. If you main LeBlanc, I don't think it's something that will make you say, okay, I'm gonna play LeBlanc now. She's so broken. No, she's not. Silver, gold, bronze. She's not good. You're gonna enjoy her because she's fun, but she's probably not the best champion that you should play mid lane. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's gonna be. It's a fine buff, but I don't think it would really make any difference. Let's see. Yeah, she's still gonna be really bad. I had the LeBlanc support today and it was okay. Oh, okay, nice. That sounds good. I didn't think about LeBlanc support. But yeah, this doesn't really affect LeBlanc support. LeBlanc mid lane is affected more. Okay, so Pantheon. Okay, let's see what they do. Base health regeneration per 5 seconds. They decrease this. Attack speed, they increase this. Q, they make the cooldown better, less mana cost, and Q tap window of time 0.25 seconds to 0.2. E, Aegis Assault. Cooldown 22 to 16 to 22 to 18 seconds. Okay, this is nice. He's gonna be more playable. Low elo, you should play Pantheon, whether you play support, mid lane, top lane. I think he's a nice champ. High elo, I don't think you should play Pantheon. He's just a very bad champion. A very easy dynamic to avoid, very easy to kite, like so tunnel, like so telegraphed kit. It's just so easy to predict. I think he's gonna be maybe playable. in solo queue, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, yeah, true. Nice. Okay, so let me put like this. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Kiana. Physical damage 50 to 107 to 50 to 190. Okay, cooldown 12 to 8 to 11 to 7. Okay, well, there we go. Nice too. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. This is a nice change, honestly. This is a nice change, only for one trick ponies of Kiana, because people that don't play Kiana will not play Kiana with this change, and I don't think people should play Kiana anyways, because she's just so difficult. So this is a buff just for one trick ponies. This is a buff that just for elite players that know how to play Kiana. If you're low elo and you want to play Kiana, I mean, you can play her, but I don't think she's gonna be good. She's only like, she's a champion that scales with skill. If you don't know how to play Ezreal, you don't play Ezreal. I mean, or you play Ezreal and you play it for fun and you just lose, which is fine. But you obviously need to put more time into Kiana to smurf on her, compared to if you want to play Vex or like another better champions on mid like any. Okay, Ramusovic. Okay, so Ramus attack damage growth 3.5 to 2.7 to 2.75. And then Q power ball 100 to 220 to 100 to 200. Okay, well, I mean, Ramos, honestly, he was actually pretty good in solo queue. Just for solo queue environment, I like this. I mean, it's a good balance. I don't think he should one-shot you when you play AD carry. Like a good... This is fine. Low elo, you should play Ramos if you like it. It's a very nice champion. He's very fun. He's also pretty easy. High elo, you can also pick Ramos if he's like very pickable in the draft. If he's not pickable in the draft, you should never pick this champ. He's very bad. But yeah, that's basically it. Trumble, okay. So E, Electro Harpoon. Magic resist shed on one Harpoon hit, 10% to... Wait. I don't want to be one shot by the man. Yeah, of course. By the round then. Exactly. By the okay man. Magic resist shed on one Harpoon hit. Chat. What is this? What is this, chat? I don't know why they are doing this Rumble, because he was a good champion. I mean, not for top lane as they say, but people were playing mid lane and I think he had some damage. I think this is fine, honestly. I think what they do is fine. I think it's gonna be balanced. So if you're low elo and you wanna play Rumble, I think it's like very nice. If you're high elo and you wanna play Rumble, still very, very nice. If you know how to use your ultimate, you can win a lot of games. So I think he's a very nice champion now. And he was playable even last patches, honestly. Like, okay, this nerf on Samara. 1 to 4% per stack to 2.5 per stack. Okay, and we're talking about movement speed. Wait, she's getting buffed. Passive movement speed. Haven't seen Rumble been playing for many seasons. So Samara, this buff for movement speed is actually pretty good, because it's a buff with... I mean, you don't pick Samara with Enchanters ever, you just pick Samara with Nautilus, Thresh, no. So Nautilus is the best, Rel, Alistar, and maybe Threshius. Leona is also fine. So the fact that you put a bit more movement speed per stack, I think it helps out with these matchups. She's still not gonna be playable in low elo when you have like a non-engaged support. I think that Samara is fine. Should you play Samara in low elo? I mean, if you enjoy her, yes. I mean, otherwise you should just play other champions. Like for example, if you're low elo and you carry main and you wanna... Like Jinx is just so much better. Zeri is okay as well. Tristana is really good. I think that you can also play maybe Sivir. MF is very, very good as well for low elo. Samara, probably not. Maybe only with engaged supports. And she hasn't been so picked because Enchantress meta, but with engaged then it can be good. Yeah, I think the champion is very nice right now in high elo, because people in high elo play more around the draft. And I think that they are just going to be focused more on like playing around Samara with like the pick. So for high elo, if you have a good support, you can always pick Samara. If for low elo, I don't recommend Samara at all. Tryndamere. Okay, health growth. Okay, they give a bit of health growth and a bit of attack damage growth. I don't know honestly what to say about this. I think this is more placebo. Yes, he's not going to be too punishable in the laning phase, but honestly, Trinda was still relatively played in the mid lane. He was still like viable. He wasn't good, so maybe this change is going to do something. I don't think so. For high elo, I don't think people should play Trinda. He's not going to be a good champion. He's going to get attack damage growth, so he's going to get 0.3 per level or what? Like, this is a joke. It's not... I don't think it should matter. And then 3. 3 HP as well growth. Like, come on. If you want to play Trindai in your low elo, you should play him. He's a very good... He's a nice champ anyways. If you want to play Trindai in your high elo, just pick him in a good draft. Otherwise, I don't think the champion is the best in the world. What a big buff, yeah. Twitch, E ratio. Okay, magic damage per stack, 35 to 30 AP. This is actually really good because it's so annoying to play against Twitch AP. And he's gonna get killed so randomly on the map, and then he's gonna pop off on the map. It's so annoying. People are just so tilted by this pick. Is the 5 AP really gonna make a difference? It's fine. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's gonna be more balanced on support AP. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna change anything. I don't think it's gonna change the fact that he's gonna be meta. I think he's still playable in AP department, and I think he's gonna be absolutely the same champion. Teaches my pen because people don't know how to play around him. Yeah, true. And he's good in SoloQ. Okay, Xayah, best AD carry last patch. So they put less damage on the E, on the Xayah. And then... The cooldown is also higher, which is huge for Xayah. Because Xayah, her way of peeling herself is with E. In teamfights, it's actually really important to have your E. The more E's you have, the better. You can also spam QE in the lane to poke them. I think Xayah is gonna be like, it's a pretty big, it's not a big nerf, but it's a relatively big nerf, I think. Is Xayah gonna be out of the meta? No. You're still gonna be picking Xayah when you pick Xayah, especially when Rakan is so good. I don't know. With Navori second, does it matter that much? Well, I think it matters. I think it matters even with Navori. 1 second is still 1 second. But yeah, you're still gonna pick Xayah. You're gonna pick this champion. Maybe early game nerf, yes, especially early game, because she usually loses most of the lanes. Like Xayah, she loses to Kate, loses to Varus, loses to Ashe, loses to a lot of champions. I think she's still gonna be very playable. If you're low elo and you wanna play Xayah, you can, but I don't recommend her because she's like very, very difficult to get her combos. If you're not above gold, I don't think you should play her. And if you're above gold, you can play her, but you just need to like put a lot of games into her to learn the combos and everything. I think that for high elo, she's still gonna be a very, very good pick. She's still gonna be meta in the good draft. Like, she's even without a good draft, I think she's still a fine champion. She's the same champion, but usually Xayah is the best champion in the game if the team comes into her. If you have Fizz, Talon, Zed, jungle, Gragas, anything, if the team comes into her, she ults, you get killed, like you kill everyone. So if you're high elo, challenger, grandmaster, blah blah blah, you should pick her when she's good in the draft. If you're low elo, you should put a lot of games if you really want to play this champion. Yorick. So they do... What is this though? Okay, let's go next. Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, magic resist, 32 to 29. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit worse against AP champions. I love Xayah so much when she came out. Love how people had no idea what the feathers. Yeah, exactly. Shadow slash. 5 seconds to 4 seconds, 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Okay, that's actually pretty good in mid game. I think it's gonna make a relatively big difference in the 1v1 department because you can always like get one more E. When you back off and you like W away of someone when you're like 1v1ing, you can always stick one more E or sneak one more ability, and I think that this E change is fine. Honestly, I think he was still playable. If you're low elo and you play Zed, I mean, honestly, if you put a lot of games on him, he can be fine. If you can't put a lot of games and you want to play like 10 champions and Zed is one of them, I think you should limit the champion pool and not play Zed because he needs a lot of time and effort by you if you're low elo. If you're high elo, Zed is going to be still very good. Well, for SoloQ, of course, for competitive, he's not the best. It's playable only by niche players like, I don't know, Faker, but I don't think they will ever play it because there are so many other better champs. So in high elo, in SoloQ, he's fine, but pick him in the right draft. In low elo, avoid playing Zed. Unless you're one trick pony. Okay, counter jungler. We experiment with junglers having advantages in their own jungle for clearing camps to disincentivize early counter jungling and keep newer jungle players from getting dominated from minute 1. Early invades and steals are among the more miserable experiences in the role and a major contributor to players not opting into jungle. That being said, the cost to the rest of the game with respect to early ganking, safety and some higher level strategy have seemed too high. So we're putting this mechanic back. We're glad we've explored this and we always believe it's worth trying changes that we think can help rather than being afraid of the potential downsides. Okay, junglers deal 20% increased damage to their own camps and scatter all well, okay, nice. Jungle camp gold. Blue is gonna give more gold, green is gonna give more gold, red is gonna give more gold, the small clan is gonna give more gold. Okay, that's fine. That's a fine balance for jungle. I mean, it's still a broken role no matter what. Just the fact that you play jungle, you should be like, you should be proud of your role, honestly. Yes, people blame you, there are disadvantages of the role. But if you jungle, honestly, you have no excuse if you don't climb. You have no excuse. Like, it's just the most, like, the role that can influence all of the lanes. Yes, you're still dependent. You're dependent on everything, no matter what role you play, because it's a team game. But you can carry. You can have a significant influence by playing jungle if you know how to play it properly. Of course, there are games that you can't carry, but I think that this change is nice. Okay, it's not gonna change much, but it's fine. If you play jungle, sure, go play jungle, carry the game, bro, because it's a balanced role and it's actually a good role. Okay, jungler lane experience. Jungler lane experience, 75% of total experience to 40 to 75 scaling. Ooh, okay. That's very interesting. So they try to, the catch-up XP is so ridiculous, it's insane, yeah. And then sweeper is basically gonna be ability power 90 to 60 seconds to 120 to 60 seconds, so that's a nerf for like junglers and supports. You have to like really know when to use it exactly, which is nice because I didn't ever feel like sweeper is something that, you know, displays your skill. Like, if you know how to use it, you're good. If you don't know how to use it, you're not good. Like, I think it's nice. Cosmic drives. How many items do we have here? Okay, not too many. This is also huge with the dodge. But I guess it's normal because you get more LP, yeah. I guess it's fine. Cosmic drive. Okay, so what is this? So health given, it doesn't give you health anymore, it gives you more AP. Okay, that's fine. I mean, the item is very broken in my opinion. Cosmic drive is very, very good. It gives you AP, it gives you haste, it gives you so many things. I think Cosmic drive is just a good item. I like this change. I mean, also if you're getting HP, it's too broken. It just gives you everything. I think that a bit more AP compensates the fact that you don't have health, especially for higher elo. Because in low elo, I mean, this is gonna kill people, sure. So they need to learn how to play better with the positioning. But I think I like the change. I'm done with 150 LP now. I will rage Q until T4. I think. Ah man, stop playing here for a net, please stop playing. Stop playing. Don't do it to you. Just go on another account. Playtest recap will now check for a much wider range of auto attacks, so that when you got bonk of someone with the staff, it really will be protected by steel caps. An auto. Wait, what? An auto. No matter the code. Steel cap now looks for all auto attacks for its damage reduction rather than auto attacks tagged with just auto attack and nothing else. I see. Okay, just. I see. Seraphim Praise, less with 10 AP and 50 less health. So I coached today, what did I coach? Diamond 1 Cassiopeia main I coached today. And I felt like Seraphs is really helping out with the fights. I feel like it's pretty balanced right now, honestly. I think it's pretty balanced because, I mean, it's a good item. Many people start building it a lot more. On like different variety of champions, and yeah, I think like getting 10 AP and getting 50 HP is big, but I think it's still gonna be a fine item. Archangel also is just adapted. Grasp. Let's see. Healing from runes has crept up over time. due to the durability patch last year and other system buff like the updated tank item from pre-season. These changes at the moment aim to slightly lower that invisible healing not coming from items. Okay, so what do they do? 1.7% melee champions, 1.02% range champions. This is removed. And it is basically maximum health gain 5 if you're a melee champion, or 3 if you're a range champion. 7 if you're a melee champion, 4 if you're a range champion. I see. Triumph. 10% of missing health to 2.5 of maximum health. Okay, this is actually very nice. Plus 5 of missing health. Yeah, I mean, Triumph didn't really like, wasn't picked by anyone really. You usually pick what? Overgrowth on AD carry and high low, I feel like, or even like Presence of Mind is like really good. I think it's a nice change. I like it. I think more people should play it from now on. And I'm gonna unleash the fury on my platform account. Nice! Yes! That's what you should do. Okay, so this is basically the patch. Yeah, nice patch. Honestly, I think that Riot is going very nice with these changes. I think they are actually making a great job, and I think that if I look at the patches 1 year ago, they were like horrible compared to these patches that are coming up. Like, I feel like they are improving so much, and I think that the game is in a nice position. You can also climb faster. You're gonna be more happy. So yeah, I mean, now I don't see any reason why you shouldn't improve really hard and climb, because now if you improve and you get better, you are gonna climb. That's 100% with the new MMR system. If you can't improve by yourself, which can happen if you're frustrated, or maybe you feel like you can't carry the games, you have a lead, you can't carry, like you're like, okay, what, how can I have a lead, but what do I do now? I feel like I don't know what should I do. Then no problem, you can just get some coaching, and with the information that you're gonna get from coaching, you can just climb. It's this simple. So if you wanna get coaching, this changes with the MMR system and with the LP, I think it's gonna help you out so much. So if it's a moment in time where you should get coaching, it's right now, because this is actually gonna matter. Not like last season where you get 12 LP per win and you lose 18 LP. So yeah, if you wanna get coaching, if you wanna get better, what are you waiting for? Go and book Besides.com your coaching session and start improving instantly.